Oh my goodness, my eyes are watering already from being sleepy. Why am I sleepy? No legitimate reason, but doesn't matter. It's all good. We are all good and well and fine. So, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. And let's get back to trying to get this little girl. I was about to say trying to get this bitch to the throne. She's not a bitch. She's a nice girl. She she's a nice girl. She's a nice. Let's double up on. Anyway, I can't even talk. Why did the hiccups come back? This stream is gonna be a disaster. You practice tongue twisting sequences of syllables to improve your enunciation. You take deep breaths and practice speaking loudly and clearly, projecting your voice to every corner of a room. You memorize lists and sonnets, then recite them for your teacher and any castle staff she can round up to serve as an audience. Are you ready for the grand ball? Hell no. All the nobles in the domain are here to see you, to see their queen. You finish dressing and descend the stairs to make a good entrance. All around, the rich. Oh my god, I didn't realize this ball was so soon. She doesn't know shit. I'm such a bad mom. Seeing yourself reflected in so many eyes makes you want to run away and hide. After a moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure they've all seen you hesitate. Your father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers you his arm. The first dance is for us. He guides you around gently around the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but the look in his eyes is so sad. After this, you must choose your own partner. There are a number of men who hope to catch your eye. I'm trying to catch some eyes too, Daddy. What's up? I mean, wow, it sounds like I'm hitting on my dad. Not this run. The Google of the Gagal alone has spot 3 eligible sons, all near your age. You look around the room at all your possible partners, which is to say, everyone. No one may begin dancing until you do. You can pick whoever you want and not be denied. Ooh! Somebody scandalous! Okay, let me not get too excited. We've got someone about your age, someone younger than you, for a boy or girl wife, someone older than you for age gap, someone already married for cheating, or someone scandalous. I like scandalous, let's go. You don't want everyone assuming that whoever you pick first is your intended marriage partner, so why not make your choice as ridiculous as possible? With that in mind, you approach the Duchess of Ursol. You admit to yourself you were hoping such an outrageous act would cause her to lose some of her composure, but she remains unruffled. At least the chorus of shocked whispers around you as you take your place on the floor is gratifying. Dancing with a real partner feels like different than dancing with your father. You knew him, knew your steps, knew his steps like a part of you. Now every move is a mystery. Unfortunately, you lose track of which steps you're supposed to do when and trip over your own feet, like I'm tripping over my own words. Whoops! Between the dances, there is time for the guests to mingle, chat, and sample tiny bites of exquisite food. During the lull in the music, the benign Banana, the Duke of Marquis, taps an elegant fingernail against a wine glass, letting a clear note ring out throughout the room. I might replay this day. I don't want to fail at every skill check. If I might have your attention, I believe we should offer compliments to our lovely hostess. Her words of wisdom guide us through our difficulties. Everyone applauds politely. As the gala continues, you use this opportunity to observe nobles you rarely see. There's Gwenelle, for instance, the young lady of Sudbury, o- only months older than you and due to finally inherit control of her duchy soon. Or Adele, the youngest daughter of the Duchess of Leela and a fierce sportswoman. She was a few years ahead of you at school, and the absolute terror of the ball fields. No, Brienne, she says her parents were leaving her stuck at school this season. Her parents are here, dancing, dancing together. The Duke consort clutching his Duchess possessively tight. I bet he is, cause he had to. He just there for decoration. That's what consort means. Strange as there's no sign of your cousins, though. Shouldn't there be here? Your aunt and uncle are here. Here, of course. It would be scandalous if they hadn't come, Merva being so close by. It's nice to be able to enjoy time with friends and family, isn't it? That was whack! That was so whack! She didn't know anything! We'll just keep going. And her max thing is cheerful still. So, well, shit. I might need to start over again. Ah, goodness, we're just gonna go with it for now. You pay your respects to your mother's tomb and wonder if the same fate is waiting for you. Probably. Still happy though. That's good. Conversation at athletics. Let's do court manners. Maybe flattery. Flattery buff. Or we could just forget conversation and do athletics, since the buff's a little higher anyway. Let's fill up on swimming. I'm such a strategist. You get comfortable in the water, splashing around and holding your breath to go under. You practice walking and hopping through the shallows, feeling the difference in resistance that the water applies to your movement. You practice floating on your front and your back, letting the water do the work of holding you up. You practice treading water, keeping yourself afloat for interesting periods of time. You've unlocked a new outfit. Let's go. Also, um, I do know how to swim. I was taught by the Red Cross. Me and my sister did 2 different classes one summer to learn how to swim. You wander downstairs to visit your father and talk about the latest events in the domain. You're moving with such enthusiasm that you don't realize your father isn't alone until it's too late to avoid him and his companion. Not Daddy got hoes! Daddy got a new bitch! You are too kind, Jocelyn. Look at her. Look at her. She kind of hot, but look at her. Look at her. She's got like the feathers on her, so you know she's a floozy. Countess Sarah, not a member of her circles. She's a bit more than a decade your senior, far too old to have been for being your friend, but not at all old as noble women go. She has 2 minor titles, no husband, and your father's arm in her grasp. How dare she make a move on your father? Shame her with silent scorn. That's probably like for the best. So at least like if I do a mean look, then it won't be any like scandal. But then again, I could just trip her. Fuck it, I'll just trip her. You wait till the countess gets closest, then hook her foot around to make her stumble. She trips over you, falling gratifyingly onto the floor. Fuck yeah. Ow! Are you both alright? I'm fine. She picks herself up and glares at you before forcing a smile on her face. I think perhaps I should go and sit down. You can't be too careful. Yeah, bitch. Go dig elsewhere, title digger. Once she's gone, you raise an eyebrow at your father. Don't give me that look, young lady. She's a nice woman, nothing more. She wants something more. And it's not going to happen anytime soon. You should be careful how you deal with people like Syrian. You need the goodwill of your nobles as well as your commoners. There haven't been any problems so far. Many dark looks were aimed your way at the gala. As queen, you must be aware of everything around you. Isn't that what I have agents for? Yes, but you must give them direction. What is your greatest concern? My greatest concern is noble plots right now. I need to know what the other nobles are up to, or if anyone's plotting behind my back. As you wish. I know there's assassination attempts coming up at some point. That particular, I will go with willful, that's fine. Visit Juliana. You have not yet reached a crystal. Are you making progress, or is it time for another plan? That will probably be the drastic action she mentioned earlier. Ooh, do we take drastic action? Ooh! Ah, fuck it. There's always another run. Take drastic action. I suppose I'll have to listen to another plan. Leave it to me. Fine. That night, an explosion rocks the castle. A section of stone near the royal treasury collapses, crushing the guards on duty. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie doodles. Oh no. Nothing is stolen, at least nothing that is acknowledged publicly. But when you look at your father's place, you can see it in his eyes. The crystal is gone, and he knows you are to blame. He will never trust you in the same way again. Let's see. Let's Talbert. Can I do lumen studies now? Oh, I can. Fuck yeah! I can learn magic. Let's go. Wait, why is it not on my thing? Why? Ah! Wait! Ah! Let's go with intrigue then. Where is my lumen? I did not ruin my relationship with my father to not get to do, you know, magical girl bullshit. You practice reading words whose letters have been arranged in reverse order, the simplest of transpositions, which anyone literate can puzzle through if they try, but sometimes useful to hide information in Pig Latin. This is Pig Latin. It's Pig Latin, okay? I used to know Igpe and Lay. I used to know it pretty well because we used to like use it in high school. You practice shifting substitution ciphers where each letter is placed in one or two steps further along the alphabet. So cake and pie becomes You practice random substitution ciphers where the normal alphabet is replaced by one in jumbled order. This is harder to code, but most readers need a written substitution chart to read and write, and that chart can be lost or stolen. You have unlocked a new outfit. It is the time of year to declare any necessary adjustments to the royal budgets. Also, I thought the drastic action was gonna kill you. You didn't even die? I don't feel drastic then. The majority of the money we receive is already spoken for, but there's always room for discretion. I don't know anything about budgets! That's racist taxes. I know the commoners are gonna be mad, but listen, if I'm gonna die, I'm going out in style. We need more money. Raise the taxes a bit, as you wish. Do you have it? You do have it, don't you? The crystal? Of course. Everything is ready for you. Right. Did you really have to kill the guards? If you regret their sacrifice, then do not let it go to waste. It's too late to go back now. I have to do the best I can for my people. What do? Pick up the crystal with your bare hands. Press it against your chest, over your heart, and say, Illuminate! Okay, here we go. Illuminate! I would just want to be a magical girl. Oh! We love the magical girl sequence! You feel dizzy, and both larger and lighter than you were before. The crystal has disappeared from view, but you know where it is. Wow. The priestess here is a friend of mine. I will come to your lessons in the faith and train you to use your powers. I should feel happy. I'm illumined now. I guess hope I'm doing the right thing. Yeah, okay. Can I finally do Lumen? Ooh. That's a cute kind of suit. Can I finally do Lumen lessons? Yes! Yes! We're going to go with Sense Magic. We're Lumen Maxing, boys and girls! You close your eyes and learn to feel the magic inside of you. You practice using small amounts of magic and feeling the power outside of yourself. Your mentor summons up magical energies to strike the nearby ground so that you can learn to sense someone else's spells and use. You are requested to stand in judgment. A man has been convicted of the murder by strangling of his wife. He does not deny the act, but requests a pardon that he might be set free. If you admit you killed your wife, why do you think I'm going to set you free? Save me, your majesty. It wasn't my fault. Demons made me do it. Having played this before, I know for a fact that he was magically influenced, but I don't know if Elodie knows it. So, everyone knows the power of magical beastie. They used me. They twisted my fingers into chains. My wife found me streaming. She tried to shake me and the chains wrapped around her. I need the priestesses to bless me and make me clean again. I do feel some kind of magic around him. Is it possible he's telling the truth? Juliana might be able to tell even if I can't. Her lumen power is stronger than mine. Summon Juliana! This can't go as bad as last time. It can't. I wish to consult with my advisor. Please send for the Duchess of Ursula. As you wish. Daddy, don't be mad! Daddy, I'm sorry. I killed the guards, Daddy. Like, I did what I had to do. Your Majesty. Actually, yeah. Now, the more he's talking, the less I trust my memory and him. Your Majesty, can you not see the truth for yourself? It's your mercy that I beg, not the powers of a witch. Does she control this castle as well, with the demons that she summons? Several onlookers gasp. I rule this castle and I expect to be obeyed. Bitch. Your Highness, I stand ready to serve. Without warning, the Duchess of Ursula draws her sword. What? Elodie, get down! The man raises his hands, which begin to glow. The demon's power or his own? Before he can act, Juliana slashes her sword through the air. A wave of energy sweeps away from her blade, striking the man's upraised arms and shredding his skin. Where was this when that snake was? Shit, Juliana. He howls and his fingertips elongate, forming golden chains that float through the air. Snake-like. The chains lash out, not at Juliana, but at you! You leap out of the way. Ah! Bouncing so far back you actually jump over a bit of furniture and half fall into the hallway. Let's go, Elodie! Juliana seizes the advantage while your attacker is distracted. The battle is messy but brief. Soon a condemned man lies motionless on the ground before you. After a moment, an orange crystal materializes next to his body. I guess I'll have to take that for safekeeping. This is my judgment! This is what happens to bad people! You were doing so well, Elodie. I can't praise you for shit. Okay, we need to go back to Willful. Okay. -1 pressure would do it too. +1 Willful, +1 Angry. That'll do it too. Visit the dungeon. Affected by willfulness. You sneak a peek at some of the luckless peasants stuck in the dungeons, petty thieves and troublemakers now suffering in the dark. They're obviously bad people, but seeing them so miserable still feels unfair. There must be a better way. Affected by willfulness. Okay, Lumen maxing. Let's go. We are resisting magic. You increase your awareness of your own thoughts and emotions, making it more difficult for mind-altering magic to twist your reactions. You learn to consciously project a magical field for your thoughts, blocking outside magic from touching your mind, but only when you have the energy to consciously resist. You gain innate resistance to light and dark. You can now see in the blackest caves or stare into the sun without going blind. That's kind of hardcore. Maybe you will make it out the hood. My lady, there's a letter for you. Who sent this? It isn't signed. This is an assassination attempt. Like, I remember this because it comes with chocolates and the chocolates are poisonous. Please don't kill my dog. It appears to be a poem, describing you in a manner that is entirely inappropriate for a queen. What? With the squid? I don't know, Elodie. Anyway. That's terrible! Who writes this garbage? Okay, this is not the attempted assassination. There are so many attempted assassinations in this game. Just then, an incredibly unlucky breeze swirls between the windows of your tower bedroom and tugging the paper out of your hands and off into the sky. You stick your head out the window to discover the poem caught and fluttering on the roof nearby. You could almost reach it. We'll climb out and grab it. You take a moment to look where you have to climb in order to reach your target. It's so close. Oh shit. You just need to put your foot here and your hand there and reach a little bit more. And you fucking die. Oh no, +4 you. Oh no! Oh my god! Okay, so I'm pressured. Damn it. Ruined my Lumen maxing! Gosh, I thought it was gonna be first one yielding. Okay, so I'm afraid. Let's visit Juliana again. What's up, bitch? If you attack an enemy Lumen and you win and they leave behind a crystal, is it possible to combine that crystal with mine to make it stronger? Each Lumen can only hold 1 crystal. The only way to combine their magic is if a living wielder chooses to join its power to another. Oh, like Pacific Rim. Sort of. Oh. So I should destroy other crystals to stop anyone from using them against me. That is a traditional policy, but it is a lie. Lumen crystals cannot be destroyed. Rulers claim otherwise to discourage thieves from seeking dangerous treasures. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with a crystal then? Guard it or hide it or give it into other hands to wield. If the last holder of the crystal was an enemy, the resonance of the crystal will work against you. It'll be attuned to a personality as foolish or violent or scheming as the Lumen you defeated. So anyone taking the crystal would probably become a new enemy. That's useless. Excuse me. A weak-willed candidate may be acceptable to the crystal and yet still controllable. You can steer that lumen away from dangerous paths, making an ally and changing the crystal's resonance. Oh, this is fascinating. It is, however, a dangerous endeavor and one that requires your complete attention. Not really a project I can work on while I'm so busy studying for my coronation. Well, it's only one crystal. That's not too much trouble. Uh-oh. Ah! My lumen maxing! No! Current mood. Injured. I don't have a bonus to anything? Because I'm fucking injured? Okay, I'll just take the intrigue. I've got intrigue and faith. So we'll boost intrigue max until I feel better. The Duke of Marquis has paid suit to the Duchess of Ursel to no avail. The Duchess's brother is opposed, as he will inherit if she dies childless. Your agents suspect the Duchess of Ursel is actually more interested in the Duchess of Helios. Neither has ever been linked to a man. Okay. Since the recent revolution, the Tolmans have twice begun gathering troops on the northern border. Both times their camps were struck by fierce storms and earthquakes, so they decided to give up on the idea. I regret to inform you that Fabian, the Earl of Titan and Duke Regent of Aglas, has passed away. This isn't a surprise. He was really old. The problem is the political implications. With control of the Eloth in doubt, it calls to the crown to make decisions. Young Lord Adair will not reach his 15th birthday for over 2 years. He requires a regent. Ooh! We'll train him up! His stepmother, Arista, Duchess of Lila, has petitioned the boy be left in her care. But I'm not gonna joke about. Oh God, you know what I'm thinking. I don't. This will, however, would leave her in personal control of the 2 neighboring duchies, which is generally forbidden. Almost the entire easy. God, she don't know shit. I don't know anything bad about her though. The boy has a living grandfather, the Earl of Ishtar, or you might appoint an unrelated noble to act in his stead. The Earl of Ishtar has suggested another possibility. You and Adair are young, not too far apart in age. He requests that we accept the boy as your future husband and we keep him here in the castle. You know what? Yeah, fuck it, I'll marry him. My little boy. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. He's young. He's malleable. We're gonna turn him into a magical boy. We gonna have a magical empire. Okay, I'll marry him. At least that way I won't get stuck with an old man. You can't actually marry him until he's old enough, but he will be brought here to live as your companion and be trained in the ways that you appreciate a person to be. Look, is it grooming when it's like succession things? I don't know. Stop being injured already. Stop being injured. Be something else. Shielding, depressed, pressured. Only afraid. Why is everything yielding? Fight back! Walking in fresh air makes you forget about the burdens on your shoulders. Okay, so she's pressured. Okay. Athletics and faith. Lumen is... I need to get back to Ilfu, but this is fine for now. Let's up the faith. Actually, let's save. Because I have a feeling a skill check is going to come up. I don't know why I have this feeling, but I just do have a feeling that a skill check is going to come up. I don't remember which one. Okay, so faith, meditation, divination, lore. Yeah, let's meditate and then lure, evade. You stare into a polished crystal ball and relax, letting your mind wander. You close your eyes and visualize the crystal ball floating in front of your eyes. Legend has it that long ago, a horde of Yavini on the back of tentacle monsters rode in a valley of Mead, laying waste to all in their path. Their conquest was only halted when a lumen raised a great flood to drown the invaders. Legend says the island domain of Malini was once a single island instead of a cluster until an invading Novian queen raised a terrible pillar of fire that shattered the land to pieces. Why I say it like that, pieces? There was a woman here to see you. She is a musician and wishes crown patronage, which means money. Your Royal Highness, if you accept me as a member of your court, I will immortalize you. She's kind of cute. I will immortalize you in word and song. She's kind of cute. So you can stay. I have dabbled in musical styles from many countries and can entertain your guests and lighten your evenings. Immortalize me in words. I wonder if she wrote that filthy poem. Musicians are also often used as secret agents and messengers that can be useful and dangerous. The musician sings a little ditty to demonstrate her skills with the lute. She's actually pretty good. No, she's garbage. Yes, because she is a spy. Very well, you can remain as part of the court. I will do my best for you. Thanks, babe. Okay, I gotta get back to Willful. Oh, God. There we go. You try to hawk your way past it to treasury guards, but despite eyelash fluttering, foot stomping, outright threats, they won't budge. She's still pressured, and we are still facing. Let's... She is going to be so at peace. You close your eyes and visualize a crystal ball floating through the air, moving past your eyes and into your mind, filling you with light. You learn to visualize the space around you so you can see the whole room with your eyes closed. You read about signs that have presaged famous disasters, such as the seas running red before the Doom Shadow fell on Nova 200 years ago. You read about King Latimer and how he knew he was destined for greatness when he saw the shape of a crown in a spider's web. How is Lydera sitting in life as a castle? I found him in a garden trying to catch frogs, so I showed him a few tricks. Yay! I'm sure you'll work things out. Okay. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Angry and willful. Yes! Okay, conversation and athletics. We can use a boost in both of those. That will work on athletics. Running and climbing. Since I failed that climbing test last time, you practice jogging solidly for longer stretches of time and learn how much food and water you need after to keep your body going. You learn the proper techniques and clothing for running in different kinds of weather to avoid frostbite, overheating, or disease. You practice climbing up and over a wall with the aid of an well-anchored rope, leaning into the wall as you push yourself in with the balls of your feet. You practice abseiling down a wall and descending with the aid of a rope. Excuse me. Staring up into the sky out of your window, you notice a strange flash of light. A falling star. Pretty. Oh my god! We're +1, willful and angry. Okay, we're back to athletics. We're just gonna go with athletics. I could choose to do. Nah, let's do conversation. Gotta learn my etiquettes. You review the correct greetings for guests in order, according to rank, and when you to extend your one hand to another. All nobles expect their due honors. As a person of highest rank within the domain, no one can sit at any formal event unless you give them permission, and no one must ever turn their back to you. If they do, you are intended to recognize the insult. You study rules for formal dining, including different utensils for different dish. As the queen, no one will comment on your mistakes, but they will notice them. I have unpleasant news to report. Taurus, the Duke of Sedana, has instituted high tariffs this bitch, trade restrictions on the Elis border. Business is disrupted and there are growing shortages of supplies. Send emergency aid. Then the Royal Treasury will pay to keep the people fed. Very well. Oh my god, I need some willful max. I just need one more willfulness. If I minus one cheerful. No, stop, Ashley. Actually, this might be fine for now. Weapons. The weapons. We will learn. Yeah, sure. You practice moving with a blade, sidestepping, charging, and lunging. You practice using your blade to disarm opponents or shove them backwards. You learn about caring for your bow, how to store it between uses, string and unstring, and check for damage or wear. You also learn that you should never fire a bow without an arrow or a string. You strap on protective gear and practice gripping, drawing, and anchoring the bow before finally loosing a shot. Melee, there are letters for you. Is this the one where somebody tries to poison her? I am got a bonus to intrigue and stuff, so I think I'll be fine. Another letter for Brittany? Why does she keep writing me? We were never friends. She says she's bored. Oh, okay, it's this one. She says she's bored and lonely, and she's looking forward to seeing me at Gwinnell's birthday party. That's right. Gwinnell is about to turn 15. She'll be the Duchess of Sudbury for real now. This other letter must be my invitation to her birthday celebration next week. Gwinnell and I were friends at school, and this will be a big event, but it's also a long way to travel. A lot of things can happen on the road. It'll be good to see my friends. Oh no, I have to add willfulness. There we go. That's it. No, I'm not willful. I'm angry. I need to be willful. Ah, shit. Okay. Let's just. I'm probably gonna die here. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna die here. So, oh, cute. Let's do archery. Let's do pole arms and swords for one last go. I should probably learn about military, but I think I've just committed to not knowing anything about military. You spar with a partner, trading blows while looking for openings to tag each other. You begin to work with a metal blade, getting the feel for its weight and edge as well as learning how to care for it. You practice drawing your blade and striking at short notice from a variety of positions. You practice starring with a partner using a staff. You practice using special techniques with a staff, such as twirling it or using it to vault. On your journey to Sudbury, your carriage is attacked by bandits. Ah, you need archery and reflexes? Shit. You look down and shot at the arrow, which has buried yourself in your side. It has buried yourself in your side. Outside, you can hear screams and curses, but it feels unreal. Your world is centered around pain. No! No! You struggle with the arrow, afraid to pull it loose. You heard somewhere about pushing arrows through the body, so you brace yourself to get in the sub. Oh, God. Unfortunately, struggling drives the arrow deeper into your vital organs, turning a... Ah! No, you never do that. Also, if any of y'all are ever impaled with something, leave it in until you can see a doctor. Because, like, having the item inside will slow the bleeding. It's fine. Okay, so she feels pressured. This is right after the injury, I believe. This is bullshit. No, I want to go to that. I want to go to that. I want to go to that freaking party. I'm sorry, but now I must archery max. I want to go to that party. You practice shooting at clearly marked targets across the flat field. You practice shooting at targets of different sizes and shapes in mixed terrain. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and skip ahead for this one. And we will accept her. Yes. Sweet. Alright. Athletics and faith. Ah, goodness. Let's see if it'll let me denovation max. Let's see. You read about animal omens, in particular the flights of birds. You learn about signs which sometimes appear in grounds and leaves at the bottom of a cup. I found out a garden trying to catch frogs, so I showed him a few tricks. I'm sure you'll work things out. Yay! Okay. So, God, okay. Oh! Hiya there! Oh, hi, Elodie. How are you doing? Okay, I guess. It's really quiet here. How come you don't have any more brothers or sisters? I don't know. Mom or niece said it's a noble's duty to have a big family. He looks like such a dweeb. He looks like he's gonna grow up and absolutely be her bottom bitch. I'm sorry. Well, not everyone agrees with her. Sorry. Should I kiss you now? What? Yeah, sure, I guess. You have to bend a little so he can reach. The result is damp. Sorry. This must be either even more strange for him than it is for you. He's lost a parent too, and now everyone else is making decisions about his life, including you. If you'd like, you can come to some of my classes or meet with the tutors I'm not using that week. I mean, it's important for you to learn too, right? You're going to be a duke and a king consort, like my father. Okay, that's good. And she's feeling cheerful. Conversation athletics. I could up this flexibility right now. Nope, nope. We're staying with the only doing bonus things with the bonuses. So let's do this again. Staring up at the sky at your window, you notice a strange flash of light. A falling star, pretty. I've got so high in innovation! I've done so much! Ah! This willful thing's gonna take forever. Jeez. Alright, back to conversation and athletics. Let's do. Well, let's save. Again. Stream 5. We could up flattery, but I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, running. Running feels important. Running and climbing. You practice jogging for longer stretches of time and learn how much food and water you need and before and after to keep your body going. You learn the proper techniques and clothing for running in different kinds of weather to avoid frostbite, overheating, or disease. Oh, okay, I already heard of those. Unpleasant news, tower arrest, send emergency aid. This is out of control. Ah, gosh, my Luminaxing plan. Jesus. Okay, conversation or athletics. Flattery. You learn that it's important to make eye contact when saying nice things about someone. You learn that flattering compliments have the best impact when kept short. Gushing makes people feel awkward. You learn that it's always better to compliment people for their personality and choices rather than their physical attributes. New outfit, woo! My lady, there are letters for you. The party. Detonation failed. Okay, we're going. We're going to party. Ah, why is she so cheerful? Bish. No, no. Pop, pop, pop. Get depressed. Get depressed. Get depressed. Okay. So. Oh, wait. What's the new outfit? Oh! I get every outfit. So we're gonna boost agility, I think. Yeah, that's it. We'll boost agility. And we'll up our swimming. Or we could up our conversation. Okay, I feel like we can double up on court manners, I guess. Or, yeah, let's do court manners, public speaking. Your teacher asks you questions about made-up nonsense, pushing you to improvise answers smoothly and swiftly without having to worry about them being correct. You read recollections of famous historical features and practice saying them in convincingly dramatic fashion. You study the traditions of ballroom etiquette, how to politely accept or decline an offer, and how to avoid the impression of attachment to an individual. You recognize the correct title for every servant in the castle. Treating services with respect ensures good service. Yes! You hear the distinct sound of incoming arrows just in time to push yourself away from the window and avoid being shot. From the screens outside, not all of your guards have been as lucky. The attackers scatter as soon as your forces show signs of resistance, vanishing into the woods. The rest of your trip passes without incident, but you can't help jumping in shadows. We made it! Sorry. Gwedel's party is lovely. Not nearly as glamorous as your own upcoming birthday will be, but it's still a major event on the noble social calendar. Everyone who's anyone is present. Uncle Laurent and your younger cousins are here, but Charlotte and her mother are not. Apparently Charlotte was ill. Aris, the Duchess of Lilith, was present, but she somehow always manages to avoid talking to you when you draw near. There are refreshments and dancers and musicians and polite conversations, and one or two not so polite. Will not be shoved aside. Okay, you? Mother, it's my domain now. I need space for myself. You have your own lands to manage. Oh, okay. That's the one that never got to leave school. Just because you're of age doesn't mean you know everything, young lady. You need my advice. This is my home. It has never been. Oh! Before you can back away, your gaze is following you. They wait expectantly if it's you for near queen to settle the dispute. Flattery failed. Shit, I could have failed it. I'm gonna side with Glenelle because we're closer in age, therefore I will have to deal with her longer. You heard her. She's an adult now and she's in charge here. Thank you. Is this what your father will face on your coronation? Cast aside without another word? No, because I'm casting it without a word right now! Right this second, Daddy! Off with your head! No. He's not gonna like hearing that, is he? A bit later, Brienne catches up with you. Hello, Elodie. Oh, she's cute! It's so wonderful that you're gonna be queen now. I mean, I am sorry about your mother. She's adorable. Thanks. But think of the opportunities you're going to have. You're so lucky. That's an odd way of putting it. Anyway, I was wondering, now that you're almost queen and everything, have they told you all the secrets? What secrets? Like how to get into Old Palace. I've heard it's packed full of treasure. Old Palace? The one at Catherine Lake, where the kings and queens of Nova used to live. I don't know anything about it. Oh. She bites her lip and frowns at you. Well, never mind then. She walks away. So much for wanting to talk to you. At the end, you all share a pleasant meal and prepare to return to your various lands. Not your daddy gotta go. Your dad's not gonna be happy about this. Shut the fuck up. You don't know my daddy. Okay. Goodness. +1 lonely and +1 cheerful. Okay. And I think that yes! Lumenmaxing! Lumenmaxing! And then I need to go back to intrigue. But I need to Lumenmax while I have the chance! Finally, I'm learning to wield magic! You learn to summon a small glowing light, which you can then move around independently. You learn to cast rays of white light, which can banish shadows and bind your opponents. You learn to create tiny discs of solid light, which can fly through the air and cut through targets. New outfit, woo! Okay, Aris cleared Civil War. Apparently she feels that you're a weak leader and fit to be queen has managed to sway several others to her banner. Who's against me? A number of minor earls and duchesses, the Duchess of Mead and the Duke of Kigal. The situation in Hellas and Marnie is less clear. There are ways to increase the number of soldiers you have available. You could offer to pardon various imprisoned criminals for exchange for military service. Yeah, let's do that. Criminals probably already know how to fight. Very well. Forces are in motion, but they will take time to reach their peak. Still Lumen Maxing. Still Lumen Maxing. I'm Lumen Maxing, damn it. Woo! Oh, yes! Yes, that outfit is so cute. She related to Selena Lauren with the wings on her head. Anyway. Lumen Maxing, Lumen Maxing, Lumen Maxing. You close your eyes and call out when you detect that your mentor casting a silent spell beside you. You learn to detect ongoing enchantments, such as blessed weapons that can do magical damage. By concentrating, you can create a wave of discontent, which panics or enrages animals in your area. You learn to create a blade of silent light, which you can wield like a sword to slash through flesh and stone alike. You learn to direct a beam of searing light in the end of a staff, burning whatever you point at. It's so cute! Also, adorable Tum Tum and adorable leggies. Negotiator for the rebels have arrived to speak with you. Surrender now and I'll be lenient. We're not here for our surrender. We're here for yours. Relinquish the authority of the throne and you will not be harmed. The Duchess Aris and her family will rule Nova as regents. You will be allowed to maintain a figurehead title. Many lives will be spared, and your domain will continue into the future in safer or wiser hands. Bitch, you see me in this magical girl outfit? I will put you down. I'm the queen. Since we cannot come to an agreement, we will meet you on the battlefield. Fine. I don't know shit about battle, but I'm Lumen Maxing. I can't stop being willful until I've Lumen Maxed. I'm gonna get this outfit. I'm gonna put them paws on them magically. Okay. So we'll do resist magic and wield magic. By concentrating, you can create a wave of discontent which panics and confuses or enrages other people around you. You learn to shape light into image of things that are far away or things that don't exist at all. You learn to consciously project a magical shield around your body, blocking intrusion, a powerful technique, but you can't keep it up for long. You gain increased resistance against heat and cold, becoming comfortable in different weather and environments, and able to sip hot soup without it burning your tongue, which is the most important. War rages for control of Nova. As defending queen, you're required to take personal control of your forces, but you don't know shit about the military, so you're kind of fucked. However, your inexperience with strategy proves more of a hindrance than a help. Your control of magic enhances your claim to divine right of rulership. Your lumen powers can cause chaos among your enemies with explosive waves and waves of Your lumen powers cause chaos among your enemies with explosive displays and waves of terror. You lack the strength to take on a whole army by yourself, of course, but they don't need to know that. Battles are won and lost. Fallen soldiers decorating the landscape. The final outcome is a victory for your side, baby! Let's go! She is that bitch, that magical bitch. Your forces sweep through the rebellion duchies and are met with cheers with the local population. Aris, the ringleader, is executed, and the other rebels forced to pay tribute to keep their holdings. Of course, there's also a cost paid in lives. Total casualties were half a battalion on your side and 3.5 battalions among the rebels. Bet they won't do that shit no more! Of course, there are no more racial soldiers now. They are once more your loyal subjects. Yay! Okay, I can calm down a little bit on the willfulness. Oh, what's this, dear? You find a deer digging a hole under a bush in the garden. Um, Hi, Elodie. What are you doing? Nothing. You've been busy a lot lately. Aw, he misses me. It suddenly occurs to you that I forgot that bitch was a stepmom. My bad. It suddenly occurs to you that no one has told Adair what's been going on. You went towards his family. You had a stepmother executed, and he has no idea. Let's brag about it. Yeah, you had a stepmother, bitch. Break the news, Shelley. As best you can, you explain the conflict and how Arisa's death was necessary to preserve the peace in Nova. It's hard to tell how much he understands, because he goes completely quiet and doesn't speak to you for the rest of the day. Don't you try to get revenge against me while I'm lumen maxing. I think I can take a break up from it after these next two sessions. So what do I need? Sense magic and resist magic. I actually might need to like just go ahead and max it out since that dude. You learn to tell the difference between different kinds of magical signatures, so you can tell roughly what a spell you detect is meant to achieve. You expand your magical perceptions to give you some idea where a detected spell was cast from and how long ago. You learn how to quickly flare magical shields around you to affect an oncoming attack. This requires much less energy than a constant shield, but requires good timing to be effective. You learn how to maintain a low level deflection field so that magical attacks not directly target at you will slide harmlessly aside. This doesn't mean much power, so you can keep it up for long periods of time. You learn how to directly counter offensive magic with your own powers, so you can burn out a spell that someone else has cast. This is very dangerous if the other spell is too powerful. Things have been so unsettled lately. Everyone's on edge. We need something cheerful. You could hold a tournament. What a good idea! Knights, jousting, musicians, all sorts of competitions. Everyone loves a contest. What will you offer as prizes to the winners? Being declared to be the best in front of the entire domain should be a prize enough for anyone. Very well, I'll draft the announcements. You leave him to his work. As you move through the hall, your eye falls upon a face of flowers. Pretty, but apparently not getting enough water. Leaves with one blossom have shivered. This is probably like an omen. A leaf killed by a secret witness. A hidden threat. Yes! You continue up the stairs to the room, where a maid is waiting for you. My lady, a gift has arrived from Kigal. From the Duke? No, my lady, a merchant. This is it! This is the attempt. Down! Down, boy. Naphtali, down. He just scratched my thigh. Ouchies. No, my lady, a merchant house, I believe. This is the assassination attempt I was talking about, though. It was sent with a shipment down the Kamala River. You tear open the brightly covered paper. Shit. They're trying to kill you with the chocolate. I know this. Chocolates! There is a little card with the box with our compliments to House of Crowlett. There's something suspicious about this. Test for poison. The gift doesn't look to be enchanted, at least. You can't think of any safe way to test the chocolate, and you don't want to leave it lying around where it might present a danger to others. Eventually you mash the candies together into an unappetizing paste and bury the box in the callus garden. I hope that little boy do not get a hold of this box. It's a waste if they weren't really poisoned. My candy! Okay, mood. Yeah, let's be a little less, I don't know, I want to stay angry. I want to be less willful. You take it to court for a few games of tennis. Feel the thrill of competition. I can't tell if that's wolf or angry. Yeah, buddy! Now I can get up more on some sword skills. And after this, I'll go ahead and let my pupper out. You practice moving with a blade, sidestepping, charging, and lunging. You practice using your blade to disarm opponents or shove them backwards. You spar with a partner, trading blows while looking for openings to tag each other. You begin to work with a metal blade, getting a feel for its weight and edges as well as learning how to care for it. You practice drawing your blade and striking at short notice from a variety of positions. Alright, give me just a second. Let me open the door and see if my puppy wants to go outside. My silly doggy. Oh, he just wants attention. Okay, that's fine. That's fine that he just wants attention. Don't we all? Let me get a couple of treats. There is nothing wrong with bribery. Nothing at all. My other dog sitting on the couch. Okay, there we go. Good. Awesome, awesome. Alright, let's do this. This is the week of the general tournament. Nobles and commoners alike have turned out to compete against one another. The people will be pleased if you participate in their games. However, it would expose you to danger. What event do you wish to take part in? Let's do archery. You make your way to the archery field. You know how to aim and loose, but so do enormous people in you. You know how to aim and loose, but so do an enormous amount of people in your domain. You are swiftly eliminated for competition, but with no reason to be embarrassed about it. Okay, that's cool. All the winners are announced and display the great cheers as near Queen you place the flower garlands around their necks. All of a sudden, this bitch approaches the winner's platform while I'm doing the celebrations. The fuck? It's Kevin, the Earl of Io. I owe you an ass whooping, Kevin. In one hand, he carries an armlet gauntlet, the other a sword. My family's blood is on your hands! Arisi, the ringleader of rebellion. She was his mother. I wish they got your ass too, Kevin. Why are you still here, Kevin? You should get some rope and... Anyway, I'm sorry. He cast the metal glove to the ground with the... Down. Is he down? Okay. Sorry. He casts the metal glove to the ground with a clatter and raises his sword, pointing it at you. I challenge you, Elodie, a life for a life. He's challenging you to a duel? Doesn't he know you can burn into a crisp just by waving your hand? Kill him with magic. Cut that shit out. I'll just refuse, and then if it comes to it, I'll kill him with magic. I'm not going to fight you just because you want me to. Unfortunately, he isn't interested in your refusal and charges at you anyway. You leap out of his path, and he serves and comes at you again, braying like a mad bull, so you keep running. Moments later, he staggers and collapses, an assortment of arrows standing out from his body like pins through a cushion. And I didn't even have to handle him! They handled my lightweight! Let's go! It's really not the best of ideals to attempt a murder in front of an entire tournament of trained warriors. Whoopsie doodles! Oh dang, she extra willful. Sitting in court sessions is not fun at all, but it pleases your father and may be important for your future. I didn't have to fry that bitch in front of the whole crew. So he better be grateful. Naphtali, no. I always feel so bad telling my puppy, but guess we can learn a little bit about military stuff. Sure, why not? Might be too little too late, but also let me save. Let me save third and foremost. I was about to say, got him, got him, got him. All right, let's do logistics. You learn about the types and amounts of food required for an army on the march, and how long will they remain? How long will they will remain edible? You study the kinds of equipment that soldiers need available, such as bedding, weapons, armor, medicine, bandages, and the tools to repair anything damaged. You study different kinds of transport: animals, wagons, sledges, ships, boats, and boots. My, my lady, your father wishes to speak with you. He says it's urgent. I hope he's okay. Fine, I'm coming. Oh shit. You find your father standing over the map of the coastline, his face grave. Ships have been sighted on approach from Chandra. This is not trade ships, this is a war fleet. What? With a week, they'll be within Novan waters. With two, they can reach the capital. Then we will fight to defend ourselves. You could try to use the treasury funds to hire additional soldiers, but it may be difficult on short notice. Fine, we'll do that. You will need to draw up a naval strategy for our ships to carry out. You could choose to act as admiral and lead the fleet in person, but the danger to you would be very great. Unless you think your person or skills will make the difference, I would strongly advise against it. I guess I'll stay in the capital. No, there's too much to do here. I can't go to sea. I need her to stay angry so we can do naval strategy and fail at it, but we have to at least try. You learn the sea is not something you hold, it's something you travel across. Naval strategy ensures your free travel while denying it to your enemies. You study different kinds of ships, their names, designs, and the number of crew needed for each. You study different kinds of ships, their speed, maneuverability, and standard complement weapons. Danger on the high seas. Ships close in on each other, angling into raids. The sergeant. The sergeant force is greatly outnumbered the Novians. This is unlikely to end well if only you had more soldiers available. The eventual outcome is not in your favor. The Novian ships are sunk or scattered as the Sanjian forces press towards landfall. Many good soldiers were lost today, and Nova's troubles have not ended. Shit. Since you failed to repel the invasion, the Sanjian fleet will soon land, and their troops will begin to progress towards your capital steady. Your remaining soldiers will hold them off as long as possible, but the main strength of your military has been exhausted. Nova's future looks bleak. Fuck it, we loom it max in! let's do foreign affair, internal affairs and foreign. No, let's do ciphering. You practice complex transposition ciphers, where messages are written down columns or lines and then reorganized to scrambled words. That means both the encoded and plaintext written copy exists, which can be insecure. You practice adding codes with your cipher, that is, replacing words with other words, such as handle for Duke, before changing the letters in the message. You learn to detect the latent power which signifies Illumina even when he or she is not actively working magic. You expand your senses, learning to detect spells and magical creatures from a greater distance. You learn to detect lingering traces of strong magic from the past, even when the spell is long since completed. You have nothing more to learn about sense magic. The invasion of Nova is proceeding. Your coastline is under Sanjian control. Soldiers have rushed through villages, trampling fields, and frightening citizens. A diplomatic delegation from Sanjia has requested access to the castle to discuss terms, most likely for your surrender. You lack the strength to hold off their armies, and surrendering now would save many lives. It will seem like you have no choice. You prepare yourself as best you can to meet with the representatives from Sanjia. You expected diplomats and a military representative, a general or an admiral. You did not expect that handsome man decked in jewels who now stands before you. Of course he's a fucking Tagami. It's always Tagami. God, next thing you know, he's gonna be Byakuya Tagami. That's the only shit. A man announced by your services Tagami, king of Shinja. Is he really their king? Why would a king go all the way here? And she's Lumen too. My dear young lady. He is kind of, he kind of, he kind of, just a little bit though. My dear young lady, how difficult this must be for you. So much responsibility at such a tender age. Don't pretend to be my friend while you're killing my people. Oh god, she's so 14 right now. Temper, princess. After all, I'm here. Why? I don't know if my dog is just reacting to my voice. He's just seriously like, pick me up. Temper, prince. Let me try to put some finesse in there. Temper, princess. After all, I am here to save your people. War benefits no one, don't you think? Such terrible waste. Better to settle things in a civilized manner. A contest, a game so to speak, with Nova as the stakes. Should I win, then your domain will submit and accept me as overlord with no further resistance. Should I lose, then my army will leave your domain in peace and shed no blood. What sort of game? It is well known that Nova is ruled by lumens. As it happens, I too possess the powers of a lumen. I propose a formal duel. My power is against yours. The winner takes control of Nova. The loser dies. But I already have control of Nova! What does this benefit me? Bitch. Exactly! LOD! We're finally on the same page. Your game, by your rules, for my life? That doesn't sound fair to me. The rules of formal dueling have been passed down for centuries and must be upheld. It is important that we do this by the ancient codes. Why should I? If you refuse, then the war will continue. I'll sweeten the deal. If you meet me in a foreign lumen challenge, stop it. If you meet me in a formal lumen challenge, I'll cut off the invasion even if I win. Okay, let's try that again. I'll sweeten the deal. If you meet me in a formal lumen challenge, I'll call off the invasion even if I win. Really? I swear it by the gods, Nova will be free and safe. Why take that risk? You're winning the war. It's not your land I want, it's your crystal. It won't work for you. How little you know. Under the right circumstances, resonance can be changed. To gain your power, I'm willing to wager my own. Shall we begin? I can sense his power. It's so strong. It's over 100. I've learned everything I possibly could, but he's at least as good as I am. I don't like this, but what choice do I have? Offer to give him your power. Da 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 da. No, I accept his terms. Then I must. Tagami explains the rules of former dueling to you, including a carefully inscribed circle of words which will contain effects of any powers you wield, protecting bystanders from danger. And then it's time to begin. You trade attacks, one spell sent and countered by another, reserving your strength as much as possible. It might almost be exciting if your life weren't on the line. You need to end this quickly before his experience allows him to come up with a trick that you can't defeat. He's used to dealing with magical attacks, but he might not be expecting a physical one. Perhaps if you rush him, you can take him off guard. Up close, he couldn't use your fancy spells. He couldn't use his fancy spells, but what would you do then? You still have to use magic to win. You can't just grab him and bang his head against the floor. I mean, you could! The magic of a concussion. Concussi. Perhaps you could focus your power into the shape of a sword and attack him with that. Maybe if you can distract him somehow, you can cast a spell he couldn't block. Magic sword! Notice the shimmering moonlight coalesce into a weapon in your hand. Your first lunge, he dodges, rolling to the ground, and you recover quickly and strike again. In the confined space of the warded circle, there is nowhere for him to run. The final strike of your moonblade parts his head from his shoulders. You won. Lumen Maxi! Down. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. Lumen Maxi, let's fucking go! For the win, baby! Kill that bitch. I need to talk to you. What is it? That priestess, Celine. She's a lumen, I can sense it. What priestess? What priestess? I don't know no priestess. I know. What do you mean you know? If you knew that, why didn't you tell me? You didn't need to know. Your job is managing the domain. Some of us have other duties. Our missions have been passed down for centuries, little princess. We are here to train you. You don't need to know any more than that. Order her to explain. You're supposed to obey. Oh God. I ordered me to tell you everything you know. That will require more time than we have available. If you survive, you'll learn. Okay, so clearly it's not over yet. Let's just focus on weapons and Lumen Maxi. Let's go. Her royal demeanor is so trash, but it's okay. It's okay, baby girl. Let's do weapons, military. Will do. Let's do strategy for completionist's sake. You study the strengths and weaknesses of different weapons and battle formations. You study the effects and battle stress on troops and how morale can turn the tide of combat. You study military recruitment and the importance of training and motivation and making Stop! Dude, I'm trying to My dog. I love him. I love him so much, but he's so spoiled. He's like a purse dog now. It's not my fault. I promise. It's promise it's not my fault. You study the effects of battle straps. Anyway. New outfit. Fletcher defeated the king of Shanija in a duel. The invasion was meant to be over. In practice, it's not so easy to expel a foreign army from your lands, particularly when their leadership is falling apart. The main Shan generals seemed surprisingly eager to go home. I mean, they probably were ready to go home. Like, it's like he got what? He got his head cut off? What that got to do with me? Absolutely nothing. But a large number of soldiers have broken ranks and run amok, looting and pillaging their way through Nova just for fun. A number of royal holdings have been damaged and valuables stolen. Not only do you lose them, but you'll have to pay for repairs. With so many renegades on the loose, Nova seems likely to have severe bandit problems for years to come. When Tagami died, he left behind a crystal, a mauve lumen crystal with glimmers of pink where it catches the light. Such a pretty bauble for such an ugly event. Since Nova won the duel, this crystal is now your rightful prize, but you have no idea what to do with it. For now, you lock it away in the royal treasury. Am I gonna have to... Okay, let's see. Oh, she is pissed! It's gonna be a minute before she stops being mad. My goodness. Okay, there's nothing to rapidly make her less angry. So we're just gonna have to slowly make her less angry. A walk in the fresh air helps you forget the burdens on your shoulders. Ah, this outfit is so cute. Okay, muffins and military. Yeah, we'll do weapons. Bless you. Oh my god, is your aunt the final boss? You're gonna have to fight your auntie? You practice sparring with your partner using a staff. You practice special techniques with a staff, such as twirling it or using it to vault. You practice basic techniques with a long spear, controlling your thrust to penetration specific targets. You practice basic swings with a halberd, building up your arm strength while learning to control the movement. You practice sparring with a wooden halberd versus a wooden sword, learning the dangers of overextending or allowing your opponent in too close. There's something going on that no one wants to tell you about. Servants avoid your eyes and scurry away. Ministers converse in low, worried tones. Yet, as far as you can tell, your territory is secure. No more attacks are underway. So what could be wrong? You lie awake at night, worrying that perhaps all your choices have been the wrong ones. Time has slipped by so quickly. Time has slipped by you so quickly. Only 2 weeks remain before your birthday celebration and your official coronation as queen. Have you done enough to build a stable Nova? We don't know. It is traditional for the palace to provide entertainment and refreshment for the common people when a new monarch is crowned. It is a rare opportunity for the poor of the land to dine like nobles. The size and scope of any such feast depends on what expense the royal treasury is willing to bear. Fuck it, we ball. A little. I'm sure we can afford to give everyone in the city some bread and sausage and a bit of cake. She's so mad! I forgot that angry it doesn't coalesce with cheerful. Oopsie doodles. let's actually, we're gonna do something unusual. Just in case. And we're going to boost flattery and public speaking. In that order. Visual elements are best to flatter on first meeting. They're expected to be noticed right away. If you spent more time with someone, suddenly complimenting their attire will ring false. Small personal details Small personal details help make the recipient of your flattery feel like you've truly noticed them, which is always better than a simple "how nice you look." You borrow the menu from an upcoming banquet and practice delivering it as a dramatic speech to an audience of confused chambermaids. The ba- The castle is buzzing with preparation for your upcoming coronation. Ministers press you with details for your favorite colors and flowers and so on. You really can't see the point in wasting time worrying about decorations when there's so much else to worry about. Others are more interested in the subject of your marriage. It can't take place until you're of age, of course, and considering all the preparations and the need to recover from the coronation, not for much longer than that. Still, it doesn't. Oh, goodness. Oh, sorry. Still, it doesn't stop people from buzzing around full of ideals and suggestions. She's still pissed. You attend services in the Castle Grove. Screw it, we're okay. Let's let's up lore and meditation. I mean, not lore and meditation. Yeah, actually, lore and meditation. You stare into a polished crystal ball and relax, letting your mind wander. I need to learn how to do this in real life. You close your eyes and visualize the crystal ball floating in front of your eyes. Legend has it that long ago, a horde of Yavini on the back of tentacled monsters rode in a valley of mead, laying waste to all in their path. Their contest. Oh, I saw this already. At this time last year, you were celebrating your 14th birthday. You were in the school garden, surrounded by your friends. A teacher brought you tea and cake, while a wealthy merchant's son wove a crown of flowers on your head. It didn't matter so much that you were a princess then. Your title was something for the future. Many of your peers wouldn't be duchesses or earls or the like someday, but not then. You were children. Your parents could not attend on the actual day, but they did send wonderful gifts, some for you and some for you to share. And a week later, they came for a visit, and your mother took you with her through the countryside in a splendid carriage. It was the last time you would ever see her. You wonder if, wherever she is, she can see you now. You are 15 years old, a legal adult. You have worked and studied and suffered and prepared, and now the time has come. Nice! We did it! We made it out the hood! With this one. You kneel before the priestess, barely hearing her words as she recites the blessings. She calls upon the gods to deliver peace, wisdom, and prosperity to you and through you to all of Nova. And then she calls upon you for your oath of rulership. Will you guide and govern and protect your people to the best of your ability, according to law and custom? I will. Will you, to the best of your power, uphold the ideals of love, honor, justice, and mercy? I will. Lords and ladies assembled, I present you your undoubted queen, who has sworn you her loyalty. You two have come to give homage. Will you do the same? One at a time, the head of each duchy approaches your throne and kneels to swear his or her service to you and your heirs. People of Nova, I give you Elodie, daughter of Fidelia, your true sovereign. What say you all? Long live the Queen! Long live the Queen! Long live the Queen! Thank you, I will. Aww! Once his daughter was secure on her throne, Jocelyn returned to his birthplace to focus on his duties as Duke of Cloloris. He was pursued by many women, but showed little interest in remarrying, directing them to instead to his brother, the Duke of Mamzomba. Aww. The subject of magic and lumens remained a slightly uncomfortable one for the citizens of Nova. Perfectly fine for the queen, who had inherited it by divine right, but not something that other people should be aspiring towards. Look at all the terrible things that happened when that power fell into the wrong hands. Oh no! As an openly acknowledged lumen, Juliana, Duchess of Ursol, was met with public suspicion whenever she journeyed outside of her duchies. At times, that suspicion was accompanied by thrown vegetables. Oh, I didn't want her to be. I wanted to bully her. Y'all can't bully her. I was bullying her. It did not matter that Elodie supported her fully as a member of the noble court. That only led the commoners to whisper that Juliana was a bad influence on their queen. Juliana's perpetually unmarried state was even more worrying to those with wagging tongues. What if that influence rubbed off on the queen and left Nova with no heir? Not she was married. After the failed invasion, relations with Shangia remained tense. First came the recriminations and demands from the Queen of Sandria, devastated by the death of her husband, which Elodie ignored. Sucks to suck! Next came the subtler approaches, the quiet gratitude and offers for allegiance from ministers who were thrilled to see Tagami gone. Elodie ignored those also, which is just as well, since the next thing to arrive was the preserved head of one of those traitorous ministers sent by the Queen of Sandria as a warning. There was no sign of war in the immediate future, but there was not likely to be alliance either. Years later, when both were adults, Elodie, Queen of Nova, and Adair, Duke of Alis, were married. An entire week of public celebrations was set aside for the wedding, and both bride and groom paraded through the capital on fine white horses from the east. Their relationship often seemed to be more of friends and companions than passionate lovers, but they brought stability to Nova. As a lumen, it was Elodie's responsibility to defend Nova from monstrous threats. She decided the monsters within the realm were every bit as dangerous as those outside, and set herself to the task of conquering the old forest. Each monster would have to be carefully identified and carefully studied in order to defeat it without upsetting the balance. It would take many years to reach the heart of the forest, but Elodie was undaunted, and thus Queen Elodie's legacy stretched into the future. Woo! Long live the Queen! We did it! Nice! I really enjoy this game a lot. It's really look at her. She's so cute. It's really charming. She is, I really like these sorts of choice games, and I think Hanako Games has a lot of these types of games, so I might consider like just checking the collection out not a collection, but checking more of their games out when I have the time and means. Goodness. Tomorrow will probably be more. God, more Fear and Hunger Termina. Unless something goes terribly wrong tomorrow, which knock on wood. And yeah, that's it. I'm glad that we got her up on that throne. Thank you so much for watching, lurking, all that good stuff. And have a good night. Mwah.